guys, welcome back to an all-new Cold Culture automotive video. I am out here with my brother Tommy and his truck, and yes, we finally got those 35s and that 3-inch lift kit, Rough Country's Vertex series. Super excited about it. Let's get into it. Just in case you thought there was nowhere in Southern California where there aren't just a bunch of houses and hippies with smoothies, we're out here in God's country. Let's take a look at this lift. So in here, again, we got the Vertex. We got their 8-way adjustable for that reservoir. These look really nice in there, I do say. They again replace the upper control arm similar to my dad's system. And then when you come out here, so these are 35-inch Recon grapplers, and right there in the middle is an 18-inch Fuel Rebel rim. Now, we really like these a lot. I think it does class up the truck, and with accents that are already on it and gonna be going on it in the future, I think they work perfect. Looking at the back here again, we got the piggyback reservoirs, also 8-way adjustable. All right, so again, these are the 2.5 3-inch adjustable coilover system. We went this route because we want this truck to have kind of a long-lasting, good effect off-road and on-road. Tommy wasn't sure if he was going to be off-roading all that much, but after a couple of off-road trips with this truck already, it does seem like he is going to go a little bit more than he thought he was. Just getting right into it, this kit looks super nice on the truck. Now, a lot of people aren't going to talk about how a kit looks on a truck other than like what it does to the truck, but seeing it in those wheel wells is super duper nice, especially all black with those red accents. Now, that looks really nice. The truck looks beautiful like this. So now that the truck is finally at its about 50% lifespan when it comes to modifications and how Tommy wants it to look, I mean, what do you feel like this lift kit really did for your truck?
It changed it completely. I know you have talked about in the past that it looks like a work truck. It's white. I know a lot of people are going to agree with that. I just told Blake right now when we're getting in the truck, I'm like, dude, it looks badass. And it feels weird saying that about my own truck, but I just feel so good about it. I wish we really could have got my reaction when we picked it up. I didn't expect it to look this good. So I really didn't expect this kit to look so aggressive. From the outside, you can really see the suspension and the Vertex coilovers. It looks really cool.
Now, a creative choice that everybody's gonna change on. I'm sure we're gonna get comments that people don't like these rims because people don't like dads, but why did you go with this wheel setup?
On my Ram 1500, I had the fuel hostage, I believe. I knew with the white truck, I was gonna wanna have like a gloss black rim. That's my preference. I just think that looks really cool. It's a perfect mix. It looks like it's gonna go off-roading and it can do some work off-road, but it also looks like it could be shined up really nice and look sleek on the road.
Yeah, you know, a close second for Tommy when it comes to rims was going with the Venom X rims. Very similar in look, except Venom X doesn't have that bead that this has. These aren't bead lock capable. Bead lock are extremely maintenance intensive and just kind of a bitch to own, honestly. And Tommy would never off-road enough or be in a situation where he would need bead locks, but it does have that bead lock-ish look to them. So when it comes to tires, you went with the Recon grapplers, which are supposed to be more street oriented. Why did you go that route?
For me, I'm gonna be on the road a lot more than I'm gonna be in the dirt. That's why I went with the Recon grapplers. These are still gonna be 3-peak snow verified, which we do live in Southern California, but the spot that we live in specifically, it gets a little cold and we do get some snow sometimes here and there, believe it or not.
Yeah, we're right here next to Big Bear. I mean,
I also still think that the Recon grapplers, they do look aggressive. They're gonna be a lot more quiet and smooth on the road, but it's still gonna do some damage out here on the hills.
We really like Nito here on the channel. A lot of people are gonna say, why didn't you go BF Goodrich or maybe Toyo Open Country or something like that? Well, we just feel that Nito provides more micro adjustments than those other brands do. Like if you were to go from a Ridge grappler to a Recon grappler, it's a very little micro adjustment from being off-road oriented to street oriented, but it's just a little tweak, you know, and they both still look really good. We don't feel like there's any compromise on these tires.
And if you do like those other brands, go ahead and go for those. This is just our personal preference that we like. Go ahead and get whatever you want on your truck. It's yours.
This is a more off-road oriented kit for sure, but that doesn't mean that it's bad on-road. You've had it on for about a week now. How do you feel this drives on-road in comparison to the stock truck?
Our initial setup was we have it set at the 1, which is going to be the softest point on the suspension. Driving on the road, it feels very smooth. Going through dips and whatnot, it goes over them like clouds. So to me, I always like to keep it on 1. We have dabbled in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Towards the bottom on the street, that's where I like to be. And actually on dirt, I like to be towards the bottom as well. Me, myself, unless we're possibly gonna jump the truck or maybe go over some crazy rocks, I'm not gonna take that suspension 6, 7, 8. It's always gonna be under 6 for the most part.
Keeping the suspension in the lower numbers is gonna give you a real comfortable, cushy drive versus those higher numbers. It's gonna be a little bit more sporty and definitely way more aggressive. You're gonna feel it not only in the steering, but you're gonna feel it in your back and neck if you're off-roading. Keeping it up towards 8 is, like Tommy said, more for like jumping or like maybe even rock crawling, because you don't want your truck to dip down at all or maybe bash a rock. The softer suspension, those 1, 2s, and 3s, is more for like desert running or daily driving, depending on if you are a more comfortable driver or aggressive, sporty driver while driving around town. All right, so now to the main point that maybe even some of you clicked this video for. How much was the kit?
This kit, priced out from Rough Country, is $25.50. The place I got it from here at our local shop, they actually gave me a discount. I got it for $2,400.
Okay, so you got it for $2,400. If someone's looking at getting a kit similar to this, what are they looking at paying?
So if you go to Rough Country's website and you elect to go with this kit, just flat with nothing else, is going to cost you $550.
And that's a puck.
But yeah, remember, you're going to get what you pay for, right? So that's going to be your strut spacers. If you want to move down and you want to do the lifted struts, that's going to be an additional $330. So that's taking you close to $900. Again, you get what you pay for. If you want to take it all the way, you're going to get the Vertex adjustable coilovers, which that's what I got. And it's going to be an additional $1,450 on top of that $550. But that's not it. Then you're going to go to the shock series, and it comes standard with the V2 mono tubes, no additional cost. But if you want the Vertex reservoirs, it's going to be an additional $550, which is going to add up to that $25.50.
Now remember, guys, this is a Rough Country kit, and in my opinion, Tommy got the best budget kit on the market currently. This kit is very similar to what I had on my Ranger with my 2.5 King adjustable reservoirs that I had. I love those, but those are $5 grand by themselves. Again, I do believe you get what you paid for. If you're going to be off-roading a lot and be out in the desert or doing the stuff I was doing with that truck, you probably should go with maybe a higher end brand and a more expensive shock. But if you're someone who's like, look, I don't want to have any trouble off-road, but I know I'm not really going to be pushing its limits, this is a great budget kit that's going to last you at least the lifetime of the truck, and probably the lifetime for the next owner as well. Yeah, when it comes to off-roading, in my opinion, if you want to be off-road oriented, I would look more down the path of, you know, Fox or Icon. Bilstein's kind of an up-and-comer right now, but they're having some problems with the shocks that they put on the Broncos with leaking. Like I said, guys, if you just are a good old boy who knows that, you know, you want to hit some trails and not have any problems, or maybe you want to take this truck hunting or to like a kind of niche, like a hidden fishing spot, and you're like, you know, I just don't want to run into any problems, this is a great kit for that. I think this is also a great beginner kit, because you shouldn't go drop $5 grand on an off-road suspension kit if you've never been a dedicated off-roader before.
What if you don't like it?
Yeah, like what if you hate it?
I think this kit's going to be great as long as you're not jumping it all the time. He would always jump his Ranger. That's not something I would buy this budget kit for. And I say budget, it still was a lot of money, but I would go to the higher end kits if you're going to be jumping it. This thing will be able to jump, but it's not going to be something I'm doing all the time for sure. All right, guys, so overall, I do love this kit. I think it's great, like he said, for the good old boy. Wants to go off-roading, but he takes it sometimes to drive to work or go around town or has his family in it. I think this is a great kit. I've only had it for about a week and a half. I personally love it. I have no regrets over this kit. Maybe further down the road, I would like to go with something a little bit better and I might regret it. But for now, I just don't see that happening.
And hey, make sure you check out our other video when we really show what this kit can do off-road. It's going to be coming out after this one pretty soon, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, send it to a friend. You guys know what to do. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.